Hello everyone, welcome back to another video by EGIS Associates. So we're continuing on with our build series for our new Ryzen 5 system that I'm building for my dad. And with that, we'll go ahead and unbox the Antec case that we've got here. It's the P-100 and see what it's got. So we'll go ahead and get it opened up here. Go ahead and cut the tape off the top. Boxed open up, put the knife away so I don't hurt myself. Do it this way, easy way. Well, I thought it was the easy way. There we go. I'm now hitting my light. Okie dokie. I got the case opened up, or unboxed, and let's see, it goes this way. So that's the top foam, and then that goes on the bottom. Get the plastic out from around it. Here, and look at what we've got to work with on this P-100. Okay, there we go. Got all the plastic out of the way. I'm sure you loved hearing that. So let's take a look at what we're working with. We'll start here at the front. So let me go ahead and take that off. Okay, so turn it that way so you can see. So we got two USB 3, two USB 2 ports on the front, a headphone jack and a microphone jack, power, I guess, reset buttons there. The front here is hinged, so this allows us to get in, and this is the two 5 1/4 bays for things like the DVD, Blu-ray drive that my dad wants installed, so we got that. And then we have cooling fan. So we have a filter cover. So we pull that off. So good filter cover. And we got one 120 millimeter fan here. I've got that 140 that's going to go up here, so we get more airflow in the case. So you also notice that this is padded up here. So this case is designed to be a quiet case, so it's supposed to muffle all the fan noise and things like that. And this will be important to my dad because my mom has super sensitive hearing, and she'll start complaining if she hears the fan noise too much and things of that nature. So make sure it's good and quiet so it doesn't disturb her when she's napping or watching TV or whatnot there. So good. And that just closes in there. Just slips in. It's like just friction holds it in. Now at the top there looks like a grate, so you could put a radiator in for an AIO there. I'm trying to think of the size. So a 280, I think, it looks like two 140s fans would fit there, so that's good. So we'll turn around on the back, see what we've got to deal with on the back here. Looks like grommets for cabling to go through there. Our power supply bay, so it just fits into there. Not entirely sure what that is. Anyway, we'll open it up and find that out in a minute. You do have a filter screen for your power supply fan, so that's nice. Slides in and out pretty easily. So we'll get ready to crack this open. Now this is an all metal black case. It doesn't have any of the glass sides that you find in many cases. So we're going to take the two side panels off. They just thumb screws that are holding them on. So we get those loosened up. And luckily they weren't, at least these weren't super tight. I'm doing that. The overall construction seems pretty solid. It's metal, except for the front here, which is plastic. But it seemed pretty nice. The rear, there is another 120 exhaust fan in the rear. And again, help with airflow. And so we'll just pull off one panel here. So pull off side, and again, it's padded to help with noise reduction. Keep the noise in there. So this is the back side of the case where all your cable management goes. So you've got grommets to pass cables through in there. Looks like one of these, yep, had been pushed out somewhere in shipping. Not a big deal, easy to fix. It's got some tie downs on here for holding that. Our fan cable, I guess it's fan speed control. I'm not quite sure what that is. I'll have to figure that one out. A brown piece of paper. Okay, don't have any idea what that's for. Back in the box. There, so nothing super. We'll pull that out from the other side, but it's like our accessory bag. I do have multiple drive bays, so you can fit multiple hard drives in there. Looks like it fits, you know, the smaller and the bigger ones as well. So let's flip this side off. Again, we have the padding for noise reduction on there. And I'll flip this around this way so you can see into it. So it's attached to these drive bays. You just squeeze. It's got these little trigger things, whatever, to pull those out. So here is our little accessories. Got all our screws for mounting our components into there. So screws for mounting the motherboard in there. Also, there's some zip ties for cable management. It looks like some sort of Molex power converter, probably for fans or something like that. Anyway, we'll get the build. We'll figure out what those are. These are your hard drive bays. They handle the larger, like the mechanical drive we have, as well as the smaller SSDs in there. Here's all of our cables for our front panel. So here's our USB 3, USB 2s, and so forth here. So we've got a lot of that going on. Already have the risers in place for our ATX motherboard, and then this is again for our CD-ROM drive in there. So overall, looks like a pretty decent case. Certainly not the fanciest one we've ever worked with, but not a bad one at all. I think my dad will be pretty happy with this. I'll probably pull out some of these trays. I don't know that he doesn't need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hard drives in there by any stretch of the imagination. So the power supply is going to mount down here. So one of the differences between this case and the one we use with our Ryzen 7 build is that the power supply is not in its own little segregated channel, as it were. This is just open. So that's a little bit different than what we've seen in the past, or with the other case that we used for that. But again, I think it's going to be a very sufficient case for what we're trying to accomplish for building my dad's system. It's got all the stuff he needs, and I think he'll ultimately be really happy with the system once we get it done. So with that, hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've learned some good things about the P-100 case from Antec. And If there's any question you have about this case, please feel free to leave us a comment down below. If you like what we're doing, make sure to give a thumbs up here to the video, show you like what we're doing. And if you really like what we're doing and you want to help us out so we can get some better equipment and really do things more than just use my cell phone for recording these, then please become a patron of our channel. You can go as low as $1 and own up, and we're working on some good perks for that. So leave a link to that below in the description. And of course, if you like things like this wonderful EGIS shirt and you'd like to have one of your very own, we have a new merch store where you can buy all kinds of EGIS stuff, coffee mugs and water bottles and mouse pads and some other things. So if you like some of that, please, again, the link for the merch store is going to be in the description below. So with that, y'all have a great one, and we'll see you in the next video.